Okay, ask me the question again. Yo. Do you know, I've never done anything in Creole on camera. My name is Choy, and I'm a documentary and travel photographer. As a child, I was always interested in historical photographs. And now, as an adult, I like to explore the world and capture those sorts of photographs that generations from now, people can look back on those photographs and understand a little bit about our time now. There's many photographers who I admire, but particularly the work of Henri Cartier-Bresson with his work in street photography, and more recently somebody like Steve McCurry that did the famous Afghan girl portrait. Explore, understand, discover. I never leave my house without a camera, a pen, and a cup of tea. I like to keep my photography equipment very simple because I never know what the day will bring. I have to take everything with me. So usually I take just 2 cameras and a couple of lenses. That's about it. People ask me all of the time, what's the best camera in the world? And the truth is there is no best camera in the world. It's which one suits you and suit your style. All of the cameras have wonderful features, but for me it's the Fujifilm cameras that I find most capture the spirit of my photography. They were born out of the old film days and they've carried on into digital, and I find that that style wonderfully captures the sort of stories that I want to photograph in my work. The most difficult part of telling a story through a visual means like photography is to tell the whole story in just one frame. For me, the most important part of my photography is to capture a story. Whether that's a person I meet, whether that's a place I visit, what I want to capture is the spirit of that moment. So I want people that look at those photographs to be transported to that time, to be able to experience it for themselves as though they were there. You know, when people ask about my favorite experience or my favorite moment in photography, that's an impossible question to answer. It's a bit like saying, what's your favorite song? It all depends on the mood. Certainly I've had some amazing experiences. There are a few which stand out, like walking alone in the desert in Dubai at sunrise, or exploring the streets of Cuba early in the morning when there was nobody else about. These are moments that I'll always remember, but to pick one, it's impossible out of all the many experiences I've had. Walk Mauritius was an interesting experience because it really was just a very simple idea. I just wanted to go for a walk. I've spent the past few years traveling all over the world, but what that's made me realize is that I haven't appreciated what's on my doorstep right here. And so I decided to go and walk and connect with the island in the most direct way I could, by foot. And what I discovered was amazing places and amazing people right on our doorstep, right here in Mauritius. Sometimes we don't need to travel far to have the best experiences in the world. I don't think there's a single favourite memory from my walk around Mauritius. There are many people that I met that I found so interesting, their stories will live on for a long time. I think for me, what I really enjoyed of the walk was along the south coast of the island, where I was able to reconnect with a real natural side of the island that we don't necessarily see all of the time when we're living in the urban communities within Mauritius. I always aspire to capture photographs which are timeless. What I mean by that is you can't tell when they were captured. Were they now? Were they 30 years ago? Were they last week? So in all of my photographs, I try and have a style where they could be from the past, they could be from the current time. When I first picked up a camera to try and learn photography, there was so much I had to learn, and over the years I've discovered things that I thought to myself, I wish I'd known that when I first started out. So I created a workshop to teach the people things that I wish I'd known all the way back when I first started. That's what I hope my workshops will achieve. They'll give people the benefit of the experience I've gathered over the years. Pas penser, pas causer, zizale. Thank you for watching. I hope you found that informative. But for now, bye-bye.